Let the magic begin.
Not a place on the map, but a state of mind that exists wherever people dream and wonder and imagine.
It's not so much a theme park as a state of mind, a Hollywood that never was and will always be.
Ready when you are, CB!
This is News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Eric Morton of WDWNT.com. Please like this video, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell to make sure that you never miss the latest from Disney theme parks around the world. Here now is the news for April 17th, 2024. Disney has launched MyDisney, a new website that allows users to manage their Disney account on one landing page. The new unified login experience is available at my.disney.com. Previously, users could use the same login across different Disney websites. This update expands that to all websites owned by Disney and means users will see the same MyDisney login prompt everywhere, creating a more seamless login experience. Disney said in a press release, at your next login attempt on any MyDisney compatible service, when you enter into a password restricted feature, Disney will ask you to update your password. From then on, that password is the only one you'll need to remember. Users who use more than one email address for Disney services can combine them by canceling and signing up for a service again. First, make sure you cancel any subscriptions associated with an email address that you don't want to use anymore. After that, sign up for those same subscriptions with the email you want to keep across all your Disney services, and Disney will recognize that email and ask you to log in with your MyDisney password. Sites and apps accessible through MyDisney include Disney Plus, Hulu, ABC, ESPN, Disney Store, Disney Cruise Line, Disneyland, Walt Disney World, and more. All accessible sites are listed on the MyDisney page. Through the MyDisney site, users can manage account preferences and settings across the Walt Disney Company sites, like changing their password, logging out of all devices, and updating email preferences. This will be an interesting one. Not that anybody, maybe has a Disney Plus account for their household that is not associated with their email address, but I digress. We'll see how that works. Disabled people are speaking out against Disney's announced changes to the Disability Access Service, or DAS, via the DAS Defenders Coalition. The coalition, comprised of over 140 individuals from the disabled community and their supporters, wrote in a letter to Disney that they are, quote, deeply concerned about the recent alterations to DAS. The updates to the Disability Access Service, scheduled to go into effect at Walt Disney World in May and Disneyland Resort in June, restrict services to guests with developmental disabilities, such as autism. The DAS Defenders list individuals that this restriction excludes, including cancer patients, guests with PTSD, narcoleptics, POTS sufferers, multiple sclerosis patients, low vision individuals, oxygen tank users, and more. Quote, by excluding a broad range of disabilities that cannot tolerate lines for medical reasons, Disney is putting individuals in jeopardizing situations. They call the updated policy ableist and belittling. The DAS Defenders address Disney's promise to introduce a return to queue option for guests who may need to leave a line to use the restroom, calling this impractical and insensitive. They say a guest leaving a line and returning could, quote, lead to discriminatory hate, harassment, potentially violent situations, and unnecessary negative attention from fellow parkgoers who are not aware of and shouldn't have to be aware of one's personal condition. They then go on to say, we implore Disney to uphold its values of inclusivity and accessibility, values represented in disabled characters like Dahlia, Nemo, Destiny, Dory, Bo Peep, Mama Coco, Mama Odie, Piglet, and in Roy Disney himself, whose disability benefit payments helped Roy and Walt start the company in the first place. Disney must ensure that all individuals, regardless of their disability, can experience the magic of Disney parks without barriers. That's from the DAS Defenders. This release went out yesterday, and we'll see what happens. We know that Disney is not done rolling out whatever their future plans are for everybody. Right now, we know that there's the DAS accommodation for people with developmental disabilities, such as autism and the like. but there are other accommodations they're making that are not under the DAS umbrella. I guess we'll see if they are listening or if they've made up their mind on this. Surely they have more to say on the matter, and we'll hear from them in the coming weeks. runDisney has shared a look at the medals for the runDisney Summer Virtual Series, a Snacktacular celebration. Yes, a Snacktacular celebration. Sorry, I didn't say that quite right. The virtual races are all themed to different iconic Disney park snacks. The medals were unveiled in a reel on the official runDisney Instagram account. Guests also got a look at the runDisney Mickey Mouse Ear Hat Snack Bowl that will be given to those who complete the Pineapple Whip Soft Serve Challenge. The Mickey Mouse Waffle 5K. This medal has a purple ribbon and a purple backing. The ribbon is covered in Disney snacks. The medal itself features a Mickey waffle and says runDisney Virtual 5K 2024 above it. The Mickey Mouse Bar 5K medal has a blue ribbon with Disney snacks. The backing is blue with a colorful polka dot border. The ice cream bar itself can move from side to side. Written on top is runDisney Virtual 5K 2024. For the Minnie Mouse Candy Apple 5K, racers will get a medal with a red ribbon. The Minnie Mouse Candy Apple is at the center with an arch above it that reads 2024 runDisney Virtual 5K. Those participating in the Pineapple Whip Soft Serve Challenge will receive 2 items. The first is the Dole Whip themed medal with a red ribbon. The medal position features a Dole Whip framed in a banner shape with 2 Mickey heads and 2 spoons. It is surrounded by small Disney snacks. Above it and below it reads runDisney Virtual Challenge 2024. The second item is the runDisney Mickey Mouse Ear Hat Snack Bowl. Say that 5 times fast. The bowl, shaped like a Mickey ear hat, opens from the top. It has a variety of Disney snacks on both ears with runDisney Virtual 2024 Challenge written on the front. The Pineapple Whip Soft Serve Challenge requires runners to run all 3 of the 5Ks. According to the runDisney website, all of the individual virtual 5Ks are now sold out, but registration is still available for that Pineapple Whip Soft Serve Challenge. Walt Disney World shared a teaser on social media for a new Stitch annual Passholder magnet possibly coming soon. The video, shared on Facebook and Instagram, features green plasma cutting through the Passholder's feed, revealing a beach. It says, "New Passholder magnet coming soon." The caption by Disney reads, "Passholders, what kind of abomination is this? Can you guess who's behind this?" Stitch is frequently called an abomination and is known for crashing other Disney properties. The magnet will likely be available to pick up for a limited time at Creation Shop and EPCOT like the rest of them. This will be during VI Passholder days, but specific details have not been officially announced. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, Be Our Guest Vacations. Your dream vacation begins with Be Our Guest Vacations and their concierge team of expert vacation planners. Head over to beourguestvacations.com/WDWNT, and their team will design your next magical vacation. From Disney World and Disneyland to Disney Cruise Line to Adventures by Disney and more, they are also able to book those unforgettable VIP tours where you and your group can experience the ultimate park day. The best part is that their concierge services are 100% free, so book today. Well, on Monday, we had Norway. Today, Germany. The Germany Pavilion in EPCOT has a new collection of Mickey Mouse merchandise, including lug bags and apparel. It's all available in Das Kaufhaus. First up is the Lug backpack, which sells for $90. It has a black front. A small pocket features red stitching on the front as well. There's yellow fabric around the zipper and it has a red zipper pull. An embroidered patch of Mickey is above the small pocket. He's depicted wearing a yellow tan lederhosen, a red shirt, an alpine hat with a red feather, and it says Germany and Epcot World Showcase there. They're embroidered in yellow. The sides, back, and bottom of the bag are red. There are slip pockets with elasticated openings. Elasticated, there's a word I didn't plan on ever using. That has those openings on the side. The handle on the top is black and the straps are red. The interior lining is pale yellow. A black pattern features Mickey, Minnie, pretzels, musical instruments, and more Germany icons. There's also a small zip pocket inside. The Lug crossbody bag sells for $60. It's black with a giant Mickey patch on the front. It's a close-up of the Big Cheese himself sporting a tan alpine hat. It has multiple zip pockets and a top handle. It includes a crossbody strap that can be attached to the sides if you want to. 2 yellow straps on the back allow it to be a belt bag if you so choose. The straps resemble those of Mickey's lederhosen against a brown and red backdrop. There are also several new t-shirts, a hoodie, a ball cap, a Henley shirt, a Tervis tumbler, and a wine stopper. Check it out on our site. There's a new Star Wars merchandise collection inspired by the sands of Tatooine, now available at Walt Disney World. The new collection, themed to the desert planet of Tatooine, can be found at Tatooine Traders. Where else? In Disney's Hollywood Studios. First up is the $78 Loungefly mini backpack. It features an ombre effect with embroidery that replicates the look of Tatooine, the desert home planet of Luke Skywalker, of course. The top half of the backpack has a pink-brown Star Wars X Loungefly plate. To the right, embroidered in white, are Tatooine's twin suns. On the bottom zip front compartment, the Lars homestead, moisture evaporators, and the town of Mos Eisley are embroidered in a dark pink-brown thread. There are two top compartments. The front zip is designed with a space to hold an ear headband, with a slip pocket and snap straps. The interior lining for both the front and main zip compartments features an Alliance Starbird symbol print. The backpack can also be found online at DisneyStore.com. Next up, a Spirit jersey for $79.99. Spirit jersey in the collection is very similar to that Loungefly backpack with a peach into light brown ombre effect. The top half of the jersey is printed with the twin suns of Tatooine, and the bottom half is printed with its skyline. On the back, puffy white ink is used to spell out Star Wars. The Tatooine skyline wraps around the bottom. This is also available on a Disney store. Finally, we have the Loungefly ear headband for $44.99. Features a velour bow in the center. The right ear includes Star Wars embroidered around the edge. The Lars homestead and moisture evaporators, again, are embroidered in brown. The two suns are seen on the left ear alongside more moisture evaporators and Mos Eisley. There's a blush pink Star Wars X Loungefly plate on the band. The back of the ears are blank. You can find it also online at DisneyStore.com. Crews have fenced off an area of the Strawberry parking lot that will become a staging area for the new drone show at Disney Springs. Traffic cones redirect drivers around the blocked rows. We saw a few crew members on site on Tuesday. We previously reported that Disney filed permits for fences and gates at Disney Springs, likely for these drone paddocks. Beyond the cones, you'll see temporary fencing further blocking the rows from guest access. Crew members could also be seen installing more permanent-looking fence posts along the sidewalk at the edge of the lot. The space is far from the center of Disney Springs, but Disney did state that the drone show would be on the west side of Lake Buena Vista there. Disney Dreams That Soar will have a limited time run from May 24th through September 2nd, 2024. The Anaheim City Council approved the Disneyland Forward project in a vote on Tuesday evening. The motion to approve Disneyland Forward in the first vote passed with 7 votes in favor and 0 votes opposed. Though they approved the proposal during Tuesday's meeting, they will still have to vote on the project once again at the May 7th City Council meeting. If approved at the second meeting, the plan would go into effect 30 days later. The city of Anaheim is also considering transferring responsibility for Magic Way to Disney. The company has committed to paying $40 million for Magic Way, Hotel Way, and part of Clementine Street. Following 3 years of information sharing and public workshops in October 2023, January and February 2024, the Anaheim Planning Commission first approved the Disneyland Forward proposal back in March. The vote then moved to the Anaheim City Council following a community informational open house on April 10th. In the Disneyland Forward proposal, Disney committed to spending $2.5 billion on an expansion of Disneyland Resort. $1.9 billion of that would be spent within the first 10 years. $30 million would go toward affordable housing in the area. $10 million would be for sewer improvements along Catella Avenue, and $8 million would be given to Anaheim Parks. Once it reaches complete approval, the Disneyland Forward project will allow Disney to choose where it will build new lands, resort hotels, and more within its already existing footprint. One such offering that has already been proposed is a new Avatar experience we've talked about before on this show. It had its first piece of concept art revealed earlier this month during Disney's annual meeting of shareholders. According to Anaheim.net, the city could see a projected $15 to $244 million in additional yearly revenue, depending on what is built as part of the project. I don't want to spoil the podcast for Tuesday. I have a guest on the podcast, though. If you follow the Hey Bricky channel, he goes a lot into the Disneyland Forward project, so it might be worth checking out his channel. Pretty interesting guy, and you'll hear more from him on the Tuesday podcast. Disneyland guests on May the 4th can celebrate with the new Grinning Loth-cat souvenir mug and Sap Tap cup. It will be available at Disneyland Park in Oga's Cantina. In Star Wars lore, the Loth-cat is a feline breed native to Lothal. I don't know if I said that right. Star Wars people tell me in the comments. It has been seen in various Star Wars properties, including Star Wars Rebels and Ahsoka. The Sap Tap cup will come with a fountain beverage. It has a swirly straw that circles the outside of the cup. It will be available for purchase in Disneyland Park at Docking Bay 7, Food and Cargo, Galactic Grill, and Ronto roasters. The cup gets its name from the liquid substance that comes from trees throughout the galaxy and can be made into beverages. To celebrate the grand opening of Fantasy Springs at Tokyo Disney Sea, the park is celebrating in classic Tokyo Disney style with an incredible popcorn bucket. The popcorn bucket, oh wow, look at this. It features the top of Big Ben, but also features scenes from Neverland, including Captain Hook, Mr. Smee, and Tick-Tock the crocodile. No, not the app that the government is talking about banning. The bucket lights up, revealing Peter Pan and the darling children landing on the arms of Big Ben, just like in the classic Disney film. A sculpted Tinkerbell also flies high above the bucket, appearing to be attached to the carrying strap. The Fantasy Springs popcorn bucket will be sold starting on May 28th at Tokyo Disney Sea, according to the official website. It's worth noting that Fantasy Springs doesn't actually open to the public officially until June 6th, though. The price is 3,200 yen. That's about $21 as of today. And the exact locations where it will be sold have not been disclosed just yet. The United States Coast Guard conducted a medevac for a Disney Cruise Line passenger on Monday. A video released by the Coast Guard shows their helicopter reaching the Disney Fantasy and evacuating the patient. The patient is a 35-year-old pregnant woman and a U.S. citizen. The press release stated that she, quote, experienced health complications and required a higher level of medical care ashore. The Disney Fantasy is based out of Port Canaveral, but it was in the Atlantic Ocean, about 180 miles northwest of Puerto Rico. The ship's crew contacted Coast Guard watchstanders in Sector San Juan regarding the medical emergency. The watchstanders coordinated the medevac, sending an MH-60T Jayhawk helicopter and an HC-144 Ocean Sentry aircraft as well. A rescue swimmer was deployed from the Jayhawk to prepare the basket and litter. Crew members carried the patient on a stretcher on deck, where she was then hoisted onto the aircraft. Lieutenant Commander Todd Stevens said, "Our crew was able to quickly, safely, and efficiently execute a long-range medevac for the patient to receive the highest level of care she required. This case demonstrates the value of good crew resource management and the capabilities of our Jayhawk helicopter." The aircrew transported the patient from Fernando Luis Ribas Dominici Airport in San Juan, Puerto Rico. Local emergency medical service personnel then transported them to Centro Medico Hospital. "We are glad everything came together to help this passenger. The competency displayed by the Disney Fantasy crew and the Coast Guard personnel and units involved made all the difference." That's from Ensign Michael Riccio of the Coast Guard Sector San Juan Operations Unit, and he was the leader for the case. Great work. For the absolute latest on these stories and all those that did not make it onto today's show, be sure to check out WDWNT.com and follow us on all your favorite social media platforms. You can support the entire team behind this show and others by joining the WDWNT Interglobe Society at patreon.com/WDWNT. Get access to exclusive content, discounted show and event tickets, and more. Special shout out to all the WIGS members watching who make this show happen every week. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Eric Morton saying, enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.